Yo guys, and welcome back to my channel. And in this video, which is the 6th video, oh my god, I'm feeling sleepy. Anyways, get back to the topic. So which is the 6th video of the C programming tutorial, and in this video we are going to learn about these switch case statements. And those statements are quite similar to the if-else statements, so hence I have this program opened over here which we done the previous video. But if you see, all the conditions, ifs and else are now in comments. It's because I'm going to teach you how the switch relates to the if statements. So for the switch statements, we have to write it like this. We have to switch the variable we want to check, and then we write the block. I'm just gonna insert everything into the block of switch. So now my all the if else is in the switch block. So now if you remember, we were checking t equal to small c, which means if t equals to c or if t equals to capital C. For case, we cannot check more than two things in once. So we can either check small c or we can check capital C. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna write case small c over here, and then I'm gonna copy it right after this, and I'm gonna paste it over here, and instead of small c I'm going to have capital C. Similarly, for my else if, I'm gonna check case it's small s, and I am going to copy it here, and I'm gonna change that small s to capital S. So this is the structure of a switch case statement. You take the variable you want to check in the switch, and you switch to its cases to see which case it is. So that's pretty much the definition. And there is one thing which you need to do. So what will happen right now? Say if I input t as small c, so this will be the case because t equals to small c, and this will get executed, and then this will get executed, and then this will get executed, and then this will get executed. So to avoid that, we need something called break. So what basically the problem over here is that if any of the case is true, all the cases below it gets executed as well. And to avoid that, we need break, which is a control flow statement. So what will it do is, okay, case C will execute this, it will read the break then, and the break basically means take my program out of the current block. So this break right here will take the program out of this block and start the execution from here. So after every case you need break. After every case you need break, so we are doing that. And now we come to the else part. So the else part is basically something which will be executed by default if all of these are wrong. So they name it as default, and we write colon. So we write colon after every case, and then we write the block of it. So this is the syntax of the switch case. Switch the variable case, what is the variable equal to, colon, and after colon you write what to do if that's the case. And if that's the case, you can now break. Else you continue to the next case. If this is true, you can break from here now. If none of them is, then this will get executed. So hence you see this else over here, and over here it's checking this. So this is the equivalent if else statement to the switch case. If you remove the comments and the case statements and you write the if else like this, you will get the equivalent if else of this switch case. And now here we are checking only small c. So we remove this. So this is the equivalent. So what's going on? Hey, switch my t to kc, which means check if t equal to small c, execute this. Else if c equal to capital C, execute this. Else if c equal to small s, execute this. Else if c equal to capital S, execute this. Else execute this. So we are gonna run this now. So I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna compile it. I'm gonna run it. So the same menu appears. Now I'm gonna write small s. Enter the size of the square. 2 into 2 is 4, so it gave me the area. I'm gonna write now capital S. Enter the size of the square. 2, same thing. So now you see that one thing is causing some trouble. As I type capital S, what it did is it executed this case, but it also executed this. As you can see, after telling me the output, it also said that, hey user, it appears that you have entered the invalid blah blah blah. But if I had typed a small s, it didn't execute this. So this is what happens if you forget break. So whatever condition is true, if you don't apply break, everything below it will get executed. So I need break after every case. So this is what happens if I remove any of these breaks from this. So now I save it. I'll compile it, run it. Now if I type capital S to, now you see that it didn't show me that hey user, it appears because after executing this case, it simply broke out the program out of the switches block. So just to make it clear, I'm gonna printf I'm gonna just say prison break because I don't know why I remember that. It was cool though. I didn't understand the end of it. Anyways, who did? So I'm gonna save it now. So now you'll see. Compile it, run it, capital S to. Okay, here is the prison break. Just need a new line to make it look better. I'm gonna compile it again. Now I'm going to put the first case C, run it, and I'm gonna put the first case small c. I'm gonna enter the radius 2, calculate it to area, show me the area, and then it broke out of the block and continued the execution from here. If I remove this break, it will continue the execution to the next break. Wanna see the proof? There you go. I'm gonna compile it, run it, first case, the radius 2. Now see, it's asking me to enter the radius again. I entered 3. So now it calculates me the radius of 2. So what happened over here is it executed the first case C, and since there was no break between case this and the next case of capital C, it will execute this case as well. Even if it is not true, it will still be executed. So that is why you need break. So it's got executed, and hence it asked me the radius again, and the second time I entered 3, calculated the area, and then because this break was here, it didn't execute this case, otherwise it would have executed this as well. But because this break was there, it prison braked. So that's why you need break after every case. So this is pretty much it. It's an alternative to the if-else statements if you don't like them, and it is usually used in the cases where you need to create else-ifs, much more else-ifs, and it is best if you do not have to check multiple conditions because what it's going over here is it's checking C, and then if it's not so small c, if it's checking capital C, and then it's running this same thing. So what happened is my lines of code increased. In the if statements, I could simply do this. If this t is equal to small c, which means c is equal to c, or t equal to capital C, do this, and I would save myself from writing this again. So using the if statements decreases the lines of code, but you can use switch case as well. It's up to you. You can code similar logics in both the ways. So this is pretty much the switch case statements. It's pretty easy. Just don't forget to add break after all the cases. And that's pretty much it for this video. If you have any doubts, please leave it in the comment section below. Thanks for watching, guys. Goodbye.